Hey guys, I'm just so excited to have this moment with you just to chit chat and talk about thin hair. I meet so many women and they tell me that they have thin hair. Now, I guess thin hair is relative, right? It's like, but my thin hair is so thin that you can see my scalp. Now, I have a hairdo and a hair piece on and all that, so you can't really see anything. I will link my hairdo down below, like how to do it. But I'm just like, your hair's not thin. I guess everything is relative. But the reason why I was thinking about this is because, when it's like people on the media already have hair. Like they don't really have thin hair. They have like, it doesn't have to be really thick, but they have hair that is just like normal or really thick already. And then they add hair pieces to it. And then they add makeup to it. And then they Photoshop their photos. So I think we're just so used to this image of thick hair. And the reality is that if your hair can't be like this thick all the time, like that's just really, really unrealistic. And I just think that we just live in such a social media driven world and everything is just image. And I really, really feel like just talking to people and just seeing these constant images. And I'm like, you don't have thin hair. Like, there are ads for women with thin hair. And I'm like, that's not thin hair. That is normal. And I just feel like people are made to feel like they really have thin hair. Now, mind you, I have thin hair. And I'm not trying to put anyone else down, but I really see that like most of these thin hair girls are really just normal hair. I maybe you have fine hair, maybe it's just not a lot of hair, but I don't know if it's just me or if it's just like society because that's the honest truth. Like I've learned Photoshop when I was in college. I know what Photoshop could do, and it's just the same thing as you see um women who Photoshop their bodies and put it on Instagram, and then we have this idea of, oh my gosh, this is like how a woman should look. And the reality is no, she posed a certain way, she's stuck in her stomach, and the lighting was just right. Sometimes they add makeup to make it look like they have abs, and then on top of all of that they photoshop it, so it's like it's very, very unrealistic. Okay, and I just kind of want to tell you that I think a lot of people are just being sold this idea that's very, very unrealistic. So I just want to like let you know that. And I think that you add to it, like it's this whole system. And even though like I guess I'm part of the system because I show you how to add hair and what to do, and but the honest truth is, you guys, I don't like do my hair like this every day. Like if I'm going to church, and that's usually when I record, like an event, a wedding, things like that. But on a day to day, I think it's really important to embrace your flaws because you are someone's role model, whether you're a mom or an aunt or a cousin. Just in general, young people are going to look up to you. And if you like, embrace your thin hair, embrace your insecurity, the odds of your kids embracing their insecurities are higher. And the odds of like just the kids around you are like, oh, oh yeah, she acts like it's no big deal and she embraces it and she likes this and it's like it gives them confidence. So I just really want to help you with that. And I also just don't think it's a really good idea to just do your hair, up and nice like this every single day. Like I read a lot of things that people say you should do dry shampoo, you should put all these products and things and do all these things to your hair. And I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trap. And eh, hold on one second. I'm not really sure what's playing on the TV. I'll be right back because I'm so sorry. But I wasn't quite sure what was playing on the TV, and I had to go check and make sure my kids were looking at appropriate stuff. Um, so now I have it. I have it linked. I have it linked to my phone so I can see what they're seeing. Um, gosh, I'm sorry, my thought. Okay, my thought is totally off. I had a friend. She was from Korea. She was an exchange student, and this girl spent 2 hours every single day doing her makeup. She was already beautiful. 2 hours every single day doing her makeup. And the truth is that it wasn't one day she was like sick. I mean, sick, sick. So she came into the studio, and it was like the first time I saw her without makeup. And it was just like, she was devastated that she wasn't well enough to do her makeup. And it's kind of like, what kind of life do you want to live? A life where every single day you have to put on makeup, which is like the same as hair and makeup, and then, you know, feel so insecure the day you don't have it on. Or you could just be you every single day, and then when you go to a wedding or you go to a special event, then you do everything up, and everyone's just like, oh my gosh, Rachel, you look so nice. And I'm like, I know, because I put some effort in today, you know. And so it's like, I think you should use things as a tool, but when you are dedicating 2 3 hours of your life every single day just to have a certain appearance, it's up to you. But just be conscious that this is your time. It's your precious time, and you are worth so much more than your body. And the honest truth, now that I'm 30 years old, I am over that. Like, I'm like trying to get on the health side of things. When you're older, that's what you're concerned about, like your health. Are you in good health and strength, and can you do things? Um but yeah, I just don't want you to be so consumed and think that you don't have a choice. You have a choice. You don't have to like look a certain way all the time. And I just think you kind of become a slave to it. Um yeah, and a lot of these products and solutions and things like that, I don't, again, I'm not for it every single day, because it's kind of like if you have acne and then you use makeup to cover up your acne, the odds of you having more acne is just higher and higher, because it's adding to the problem. So if you just, skip the makeup, your acne will go down. And if you could just live with one or two pimples, I think that's just a better solution than, because it's not solving the problem. It's covering it up, and and um and I just think it's creating to an illusion that's just not real. Yeah. This is just a rant. I honestly just came on, and I was just like, I just need to vent, and I know it's not cohesive. I didn't write or plan it or anything, but I really hope that this helps you. And as women, we need to lift each other up and tell each other that we're beautiful without makeup, without hair extensions, without that fancy bag or whatever. You're beautiful just because God made you beautiful. And like, I just think that there's such an idealistic beauty out there, that we fail to appreciate what we are. Um, so yeah, I think I ranted enough. My whole point is just don't fall into the trap. It's a trap. It really is a trap. Like, spending 2 3 hours on something like that is just so unproductive. Your life is just so special and meaningful. And so I just want you to just to think about it. And I just want you to know that, you know, all those pictures you see, even like even me, I could Photoshop. Everyone I know could Photoshop. And now they have apps that anyone could, like, add this or add that. And I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying just be aware of what's being shown to you, that it's not realistic. Um, and I just think the whole message is that, oh, well, you could change it. There's options to change it. You could get surgery, you could do this, you could do that. And no one's just like, hey, it's okay. You are more than just a body. You are way more. I know that for me. Like, I contribute a lot to my family and to my community, and I'm way more than my body, because your body is going to get old. If your hair is thick now, it's going to be thin when you're older. If you don't have wrinkles now, you're going to have wrinkles when you're older. And it's a blessing to have those things, to be old and wrinkly with thin hair, because there's a lot of people in this world who don't make it to that age. Okay? So embrace it. We're human. Embrace the human side of us. And that's it. This is my rant. It's a legit rant. A legit rant. I gotta tell you the cutest thing though. My kid is into the Hungry Caterpillar book. She's like obsessed with it. She's 3 years old, and so we made pie, the cherry pie, because I never had cherry pie, and of course she never had cherry pie. So we made cherry pie together today. We went to the store. We got everything. We made it. Ate it. So yeah, I hope you have a blessed day, and I hope this helps you. Um, I know it's scattered, but leave something down below that could help someone else, because that's the point. Help someone else. All right. Bye, guys.